Good afternoon, everyone. This is Erik with the Get Me Out of Here vlog, and today I'm on a road trip from Okoboji, Iowa, back home to Chicago. And I just left Spirit Lake and I have arrived here at the Minnesota border. My first journey of 2021. This is kind of a desolate highway. This is Highway 71, runs north to south. And right now, between Minnesota and Iowa is where I'm at. So follow me on this epic road trip. I'll be getting off Highway 71 here in Jackson, Minnesota, and then heading eastbound on Interstate 90 all the way to Chicago. And right across the highway on the border is the coolest tornado slide I have ever seen. Look at that thing. Wow. Those are some lucky kids. Now I just have to run across this snow-filled ditch and get my shoes all wet. Let's do this. Here we are in Jackson, Minnesota. I used to play Little League up here from time to time as a kid in Spirit Lake. Right there on the right is the baseball diamonds. That's where I played Little League baseball. Sometimes Spirit Lake would travel up here for games. A lot of memories there. And also a lot of memories eating at this Pizza Ranch buffet. Gotta love Pizza Ranch. The Jolly Green Giant, Blue Earth. The next destination is coming up very quickly. In fact, it might be coming up so quickly that I may completely miss it. Or it might be covered in snow. That too. I'm standing just a couple miles west of Blue Earth, Minnesota, and this is something not a lot of people know about. There's a historical marker right here along Interstate 90. Interstate 90 is the longest road in America, stretching between Boston and Seattle. And what's significant about this location is back in 1978, the East and West construction companies that were paving this interstate highway system met at this location. They commemorated that historic day with a golden stripe. There's one here on the eastbound portion of this highway, and there's another one on the westbound portion of this highway, and I'm actually here on the eastbound rest stop. But yeah, it's something very random that not a lot of people know about. So there's actually a golden stripe, golden tinted concrete. There's one on this eastbound highway and one on the westbound. So I'm gonna go over and see if I can find it. It might be buried in snow, but just thought that that was kind of interesting. They actually have a historic marker here dedicating that day in 1978. And actually looking at this, what's funny is they even had a huge celebration that included the big guy himself. The Jolly Green Giant made his debut here at this ceremony in 1978. So a lot of random things, but pretty cool. Here on Interstate 90, America's longest road. So let's go see if we can find this gold tinted stripe. I've driven by it in the past. I can't remember exactly where it's at, but I think it's just before you merge back onto the freeway. So if it's not buried in snow, I'll show you guys. Let's go see this. So according to Roadside America, the gold stripe is right before you merge back on the freeway. They say to walk carefully. I'm obviously not going to tread too far past the parking lot, but maybe we can get a glimpse from here if it's not covered in snow. Well guys, I don't see it. I'm assuming it's buried somewhere in this pile of snow. I could be standing on top of it right now too. For all I know, I do not see the golden stripe. So I'll have to come back in the warmer weather seasons, spring or summer, and see if I can get a good shot of it then. I might actually have some photos or some video of it a couple years ago driving through here, so I'll dig into my collection and see if I can find that. I cannot see it right now. So I think this is a big fail, an epic fail. And now I'm walking like a lunatic, talking to myself on a camera here along the interstate highway. So Let me try crossing here. I don't like to give up, but I don't see it. According to Roadside America, they said that the Golden Slab is right before you merge onto the expressway. I just don't see it. Well, this stretch of I-90 is usually not super busy, so not too many people are looking at my crazy self. But either way, this is all part of the fun. When you vlog, you put yourself out there. Doesn't matter if you look stupid. Who cares? It's all for the content. Okay, I did a little more research and I think I found it, but it doesn't even look like it's golden. It's just kind of like a darker hue of a concrete. But I think this is it right here. I'll turn this around. I think that's it. Let's get a closer look. Oh, that's a deep ditch. I'm pretty sure this is it. Right here. This is the Golden Slab. The golden stripe of Interstate 90. So yeah, really nothing to look at. That is the golden stripe of Interstate 90. So yeah, totally not worth the trek. I think Minnesota, or whoever's in charge of the freeway, needs to repaint that slab. It's very hard to find, but all right, that's it. I'm out of here. Let's keep going to Earth, to Blue Earth. Let's go. All right, let's touch the gold slab for good luck. It's gonna be a good trip. The Golden Slab, Interstate 90, and now I am in knee-high snow, running through the ditch. A for effort, guys. A for effort. The things I do. All right, let's keep going to Blue Earth. And my shoes are very wet with melting snow. This is what I had to tread through. It's gonna be a long drive. Check this out. The Jolly Green Giant, a 55.5-foot tall fiberglass statue that stands over Interstate 90 here in Blue Earth, Minnesota. Ho, ho, ho. This guy is enormous. Look at this. And you can even stand between his legs and pose. That's kind of weird, but let's go do it. Oh, good thing there's no low-hanging fruit. This is crazy. And there below his sized 78 shoes is the Welcome to Blue Earth, Minnesota sign. And standing atop of that is the big guy himself to greet you into town. He's got his red Christmas scarf on, which I guess that keeps him nice and warm considering he has a leafed romper on. He has a green leaved romper with a red scarf. So I'm sure that scarf really helps. I'm sure it does. There's some more information here on the big guy. Some history of how he came to be. It looks like that the Green Giant Company resides here in Blue Earth. And when Interstate 90 was constructed in 1978, they erected this statue to try to draw people into town, which is pretty awesome. Peas and corn are still grown and canned here today, is what the sign says. And they erected him in 1978, but he wasn't actually dedicated until July 6th of 1979. Pretty fascinating. They also have some more info here. He wears a size 78 shoe, weighs 8,000 pounds, and his smile stretches 48 inches. They also have a museum located right over there where I think his son, the little green sprout, stands. Another small fiberglass statue, but the museum is closed, so I can't visit that today. We'll have to make another trip. And here are some smaller pictures of the sprout, the seed of the Jolly Green Giant. And again, he has, I think there is a replica of the sprout inside the museum, but that I can't show today. But this kind of gives you an idea of what the sprout looks like in various forms. They also have a map of the town of Blue Earth, Minnesota, and some information of the park here that this big guy stands guardian of. Pretty cool. All right, see you later, big guy. He's not going anywhere, but I have a lot of road still to travel. Not sure how much more I will get to see today as I am racing the sun towards Wisconsin. I still have several hundred miles to cover on Interstate 90 through southern Minnesota. And I'm assuming the sun will probably be set by the time I cross the Mississippi River into Wisconsin. And then I have that state to traverse, plus northern Illinois. It's gonna be probably a late night when I get back in Chicago. But if I do not have any other stops at the time of this filming, thanks for tagging along today, guys, through a portion of Interstate 90 along southern Minnesota. It's time for me. What do I say, big guy? He's a little camera shy. It's time for me to get out of here. Thanks for watching. So I'm taking a pit stop in Crosse, Wisconsin, and I decided to get some food at Rococos. It's a pizza place that is everywhere in Wisconsin. Every time I drive through Wisconsin, almost every major city and town has this pizza place called Rococos, and I've never tried it. This is my first time actually stopping to try Rococos. So I ordered a pepperoni and sausage. It was like a supersized pizza. They actually had a drive-in window here, which was cool too. I've never, I can't say I cannot recall ever ordering pizza through a drive-in window, like actually ordering. I've picked up pizza in the past, pre-ordering through a drive-in window, but never like just, a pizza place with a drive-in window. This is the first for me, and being that we're still living in the age of COVID, it's kind of nice having that luxury of going to a drive-in window to get a pizza, just kind of at the spur of a moment without calling ahead. So this is pretty interesting. So let's see what we got here. And I got a lot of food. It came with a side of breadsticks. The combo meal did. So here's your breadsticks. And here is the pizza. It's just a small personal size pizza, so it's like a slice. But there's the box. Rococos, and this is what it looks like. This is gonna be messy, but that's why I pulled over. So here's the pizza. It's kind of a square pizza. I've got pepperoni and sausage on there, and it's very greasy, so thank God they gave me napkins. Got plenty of napkins, and I've got a fork if I need to cut that. And then I also got a salad. So a salad and a combo supersized pizza with breadsticks and a pop cost me about $14, which really isn't that bad in this day and age. But again, this doesn't fall off. Here's the pizza, and let's dig in. Let's try this Rococos pizza, a staple pizza place in the state of Wisconsin. And And I think I'm just gonna pick up the whole thing and take a bite. This thing it's a good sized piece. Yeah, it's pretty good. For a fast food pizza place, it's really greasy, but it's pretty good. That is really good. So yeah, if you're driving through Wisconsin and you need a quick bite to eat, stop at Rococos, and it's Wisconsin, so you know the cheese is fresh. This is the dairy state. One more bite. Well, that definitely hits the spot. I got off to a later start today. Left early this afternoon. All in all, from Okoboji to Chicago, it's about a 7 to a 7.5 hour drive. So I've still got the whole state of Wisconsin ahead of me. I'm in La Crosse right now, which is just across the Mississippi River from Minnesota, now in Wisconsin. So I still got a long drive ahead of me. I've got a good 4 hours ahead of me. The sun has set. I'm taking my pit stop now, getting a quick bite to eat, filling up with gas, and then hitting the road, driving across Wisconsin and onward into Illinois and towards Chicago. Because the sun is down, I'm really not expecting to stop anywhere else on this trip. But thank you for tagging along. Thanks for joining me. I wish I could have done more today, but was spending time with family over the holidays and got off to a later start today than planned. But hey, you got to see a little bit of Interstate 90. I-90 across Minnesota can be a very long drive. It literally, there's not a whole lot of turns involved with it. It's just a straight shot from La Crosse all the way to Sioux Falls, South Dakota to the west. And it's really just flat farmland and prairie. But if you need some interesting places to stop, at least you know a couple today. There's also a Spam museum in Austin that I want to hit up one of these days, and other stops along the way as well. So we are not finished with Interstate 90. I've got lots more ideas planned for that. Hopefully later this year, or if not, sometime in the near future. I'm gonna say near distant future, but near future. But anyway, thanks for tagging along. I appreciate it. I'm gonna finish this pizza, and it is time for me to get out of here. Thank you. Ho, ho, ho. There it is. The gold tint